and I'm the chosen one. Season up the flow with touch of
Token in the car freestyle. He's releasing so often. I'm not even sure what's. He's an animal. That's all I have to say. And he's gonna bring the bars.
I was grabbing drinks with a rapper. I don't name dropping shit, but I could have had all of his fans if I stayed on that shit. I could have freestyled more. I could have been conscious instead, but I could see it on his face. There ain't no passion in it left, and I realized how could there be passion or excitement about the music when he's been doing the same shit for all those years. I tried some new shit, then a kid approached, didn't recognize.
Okay, I see exactly where he's going, right? First of all, I'm not sure who that rapper is. If you keep doing the same shit over and over again, yes, you build a niche and you build a core audience that's always going to be by your side. But the problem is, if you lose the love for it, it's gonna feel like a job. And the whole point of any type of career is for it to not feel like a job, or else it's not fun anymore, right? Token has different sounding music, and he does what is fun to him, what sounds good to him. Pleasing his audience is probably very high up in his priority list, but him being happy is a bit higher up than that. And that's totally fine and how it should be, in my opinion.
The kid approached, didn't recognize me, but he did, bro. He asked my bro to take a picture. He looked annoyed and told him no. I pray I ain't gonna turn bitter. Mom just paid the third sitter. Worked too late to serve dinner. Then my dad lost the love of his life and his work with her. Funny thing, when parents lose, they always raise the worst winners. I gotta brag about.
Oh my god, when parents lose, they raise the worst winners, lose winners. The contrast there. So the way he set up that punchline is hard.
Was raised the worst winners. I gotta brag about this shit and rap about the vast amount of grassy mountains in the back of the massive house. I'm backing out of it, shit. Elementary school, I'm acting out and shit. I was 12 using a kitchen knife to get the black and out of split. We used to pass around.
God, the rhyming here. He is going off.
12 using a kitchen knife to get the black and out of split. We used to pass around a spliff like life was hard on us. My friends were older than me and they were the ones who started young. I told my homie break up with his.
What did he say? What did he say about the?
My friends were older than me and they were the ones who started young. I told my homie out a split. We used to pass around a spliff like life was hard on us.
We used to pass around the spliff like life was hard.
Older than me and they were the ones who started young. I told my homie break up with his girl at 21 and now we 23 with a bachelor degree, not the Harvard one. Emotionally I'm guarded
He's a bachelor degree, but okay.
Up, but I'm not biased to love. I was seeing that girl for 19ish months. I remember her being frustrated like why I didn't buy her my stuff. She brought up that Jewish stereotype and I had enough. It ain't because I'm Jewish, I don't like you enough. Baruch atah Adonai, you a dub, I barely carry cash. I grew up fast, I sent a Zelle to my bitch. Wire her money for the shirt, bag, shoes. Another shirt, bag, shoes, in case she need a switch. So
he just didn't like you enough, man. That's what I'm saying, like, sometimes his bars aren't even, like, metaphors or similes or something that's complex. He just says something that's so real in such a disrespectful way, or in a shocking way sometimes, that you're just like, shit, that's hard. You know what I mean? That was that right there.
Wire her money for the shirt, bag, shoes. Another shirt, bag, shoes, in case she need a switch. So many wires on my girl, she almost feel like a snitch. Let's not applaud your independence like you boys had a choice. You would've signed and failed like Kramer, Elaine, and George. That's why you ain't getting offer, I'm sure. Enough said. Feature requests in my DM get sent, then unsent, then sent, then unsent, then sent, then unsent. They try to tell me I fell off, but whoever's on is on my dick. I'd rather lose fans than lose myself. I don't chase views, I chase how.
Okay, that's what I said at the start, right? He rather lose fans than lose himself. So he cares about his fans, but his own mental health, his own happiness goes above that. Because if you let your fans control everything you create, then are you really being creative? Are you really channeling yourself as an artist? No. Art is subjective, right? Some fans aren't gonna like some stuff, and I've said it before. Sometimes he's had beats he's rapped on that I'm like, okay, like, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand how this is very unique and shows off your talent, but it's not something I would listen to every single day. That doesn't mean that I'm trashing on it, right? That just means that that song he made was for a different audience. It's not always supposed to please the same audience. That's what art is, right? It's not gonna please everyone. So for a rapper to try and please everyone and try and stay within this like cookie cutter rap sound is stupid, because even if you do that, people are gonna get upset. So how about you be happy and people are gonna be upset at that too? You know what I mean? I know I get it.
I view myself, I do on myself and thank everybody like it was just them. Cause I don't need another ego boost, I'm blessed. They got zero clue I'm next, I slurp some Pinot through the stress. And I don't need no group of friends, they always turn left on me like that keyhole to my fence. You know when AA they make the sober people do those steps, I could probably make them relapse just by sniffing the Casamigos through my breath. You boys are keto to the bread and my shit tinted so every
You boys keto to my bread? He just slid that like that wasn't a bar.
breath. You boys are keto to the bread and my shit tinted
Keto
so
to-
every window feel like a peephole to the bends. If this was a race, I'd be the cheat code. I'd have medals over my head just like I'm Tizo. I was a teen, I didn't rap like a teen, no. So when I was getting big love from Primo, I wonder if he knew I wasn't born until after Biggie was murdered. They would tell me I remind him of some of the greatest of all time, and I pretend like I had heard of them. But I ain't heard of them. I didn't know a Cool G rap song until I worked with them. I couldn't name a Wu-Tang song until I did a show with them. But MF Doom, Wayne, and Ye, the reason I'm the chosen one. Season up the flow with touch of
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why this is hard, okay? Because every rapper that gets big is always talking about how they study all the greats. I study this great, that great. But do you really have the time to? Especially if you're young like Token. You know, I'm 27. I can't remember how old Token is. He's probably a bit younger than me. He kind of looks a bit younger. I don't know. Either way, we didn't grow up on the big legends. We grew up on the generation right after that. So for us to really study the greats, we would have to go back and do that. But then you run into that same problem that he's been talking about this whole song, which is you're going to sound like everyone else. You're not going to have different music. You're not going to have unique music because everyone is studying those greats. He's doing something that's different. And the only way you become one of those greats that he mentioned is by doing something different that changes the sound in hip-hop.
dry and uninspired as the next man. We tired, get a writer to impress fans or hire a few more liars to be yes man. He speak on me but secretly admires like the bread brand, and I can tell. Dummy, never too different. Goldie.
Bro, he was talking a bit of shit there at the end, wasn't he? This was fire. You know, this is a very freestyle beat. I'm telling you, when it comes to freestyles, Token doesn't miss. Token cannot miss when he's just talking. It's one of his strengths, right? This dude has a brain. He has a brain. And he uses it for evil sometimes. But he has great sounding music. Shout out Token. Peace.